we've got a wedding to shoot tomorrow, and the first thing that I do is I organize what equipment I want at which stage of the wedding. The rest of the pre-flight sheet is all about post-event management. You're going to do the same disciplined way of checking off every single card, every single file drive transfer after you've completely and safely done that procedure, and then you will keep this with your client file. That's how you shoot a wedding. It looks like hyper diligent and professional, but how would you like if your photographer didn't do this? Or how would you like if you were a photographer and you didn't do this, and then you wound up being confused, and you know what, that wedding day is not coming back. So let's go there and be completely prepared and have all of this done beforehand. So when we get there, we don't have to think. We know the cameras, they're all set up properly, and away we go. Really wonderful spontaneous shot. This was shot with the 24-70 lens at 24 millimeters, so it's completely wide, 1/200th of a second at f3.5, and this is on aperture priority mode. So I've opened it up to f3.5 in order to get a very nice crisp look to the foreground, slightly wiped out rear, but not too much, and I really like that look. And so now the processional is starting. And I have, of course, these expressions of people as they're going up the aisle, and again, all with telephoto. Right here is what I really like about the wedding day, is when everybody sees the bride for the first time. Look at the dad right there getting ready for her to come out. This is shot with a 70-200 millimeter lens at 105 ISO 400, and so what I'm doing basically here is, you'll see I'm getting everybody seeing the bride for the first time, and this is just a lot of fun. I love these expressions right here. This part is very exciting to me because this is one thing that the bride is not going to remember. And so as we go through here, all of these people are seeing her, and then this is the reactions. Very paparazzi. And then I love this shot right here. The dad is taking her arm, and then they go up the aisle. Then I scoot down the left side of this entire thing to get up really close to the groom to watch him see the bride come toward him. This is a huge shot too. This is all stuff that happens so quickly in an instant. My job is to bring back these memories and to show what really happened. So now we're into the ceremony, and just again, harsh midday sun. I can't use fill flash here because it's during the ceremony. So this is what the portrait lighting would have looked like had I not used my lighting magic on the available shots. And this is the groom, the bride hugging the dad after the officiant presents, or he presents her to the ceremony to the groom. And now they go through. The groom hugs, and then down here is something that I also like to do, which is shoot the audience, because they can't turn around during the ceremony to watch the ceremony. And this right here is all of the parents in that front row. This is important because, you know, the parents aren't going to be around forever. Someday 1, 2, or more, or all of them are going to be gone. And at this moment in time, all of the parents are together, grandparents, and they're all watching the ceremony. At this moment, the bride and groom cannot look back and see what's going on. So this is huge. And this is a very, very large part of what I like to do in my coverage. This is shot with a 70-200 millimeter lens at 85 millimeter zoom, shot at ISO 400. With ISO 400, it gives me the ability to shoot at a faster shutter speed. This was actually shot at f8 so that I can get the entire flatness out of all of these people, and yet they're all still in focus. So now during the ceremony, you'll see that I have gone around to the back, and I'll do some close-ups of the hands, you know, during the ceremony and things like that. And here is where I get some really good expressions. I'm getting the maid of honor right there. Again, that nice fall off behind her, so she's in crisp detail. I just saw that, so I took that. And then the bride's son. And then here, what I like is this right here. You can see what he's saying, by the power vested in me or whatever, and she's just overcome with joy. And then down here, this is very, very fast motor drive sequence. This was all shot with the 77 M2 70 to 200 f2.8 lens on the high speed 1/2000th of a second at f2.8 ISO 160. And so I'm in aperture priority mode because I want it fully wide open at 2.8. And the reason why I take so many shots, there's I think a total of probably 30 within the course of a couple seconds. And the reason why I take so many is because we never know what's going to happen. This is the biggest moment they've been waiting for, is that kiss. I don't know if they're going to dip. I don't know if they're going to pump fists or whatever. So I have it on high-speed motor. So now they're coming out, and they're coming toward me at a pretty fast rate of speed, and I have this on high-speed motor because I want to catch whatever happens. As I always say, there are pictures in between pictures. So I'll just let that shot normalize out. You'll see the detail there, and that's a cool shot. And then as they're coming toward me, still got that look, and now she's looking at guests, and they're smiling. That's also a cute shot, middle of a blink there. That one right there, it's interesting. You can see that it didn't go to the center focus on the boy in the background or that pole. It actually stuck to the subject.